Hello everybody, this is Mario and welcome back to this mini tutorial. In this video, we're going to take care of the front-end part of our picture uploading application. Before coding a thing, let's take a look at the repo that we downloaded in the first lesson. Over here, we have a very simple setup for our Node.js Express app, which is the starting point for our app. As you can see, we connect to MongoDB. We have controller file over here. By the way, make sure that you set up a listbooks database in your localhost MongoDB. We also have another controller which is needed to handle routes. Very simple stuff. And then we have an assets folder which contains our CSS, our style, which is done with materialized CSS library, custom style sheet. We have one index.html file, which is the file that you saw when we ran the app. We also have our little folder to contain all the images that we're going to upload. And then we have our JavaScript folder, which contains materialized JavaScript stuff, and we will not touch it. And most importantly, we have our main.js file, which is where we are going to work in this very lesson. So what does the file contain? Well, very basic stuff. Over here you have an event listener, which when the pages load, this is the onload event, initializes materialized CSS and then fires another function, which is getBooks, which you find down here. Here we are. Basically, this is fetch get request to our backend to fetch all the list of the books and the pictures that were previously uploaded. Okay, let's go back on top. Over here you see a list of UI components that we are going to inject into the DOM depending on the events that take place. For example, successful upload, we display something that says to the user, congratulations, upload successful. There is an error, we inject this error message component that informs the user that something went wrong, and so forth. Scrolling down, we see actually the function that we are going to modify to complete the front-end part of the project. Basically, this is the submit function. It's the one that actually gets all the inputs that were added to the form and ships them to our backend. As you can see over here, this is very basic XML HTTP request to send the form AJAX style. We use the post method, of course, and we post everything to upload.html route, which we will code later on. The most important part over here is this. We create this object, which is FormData, which is basically an object that contains all the user inputs, namely the book title, the book author, and also the picture. At the minute, we added to this object only title and author, not yet the picture, which is what we are going to add in a few minutes. Scrolling down, we see that over here we send our data to the backend, and when we do so, we actually inject into the DOM a little spinner. After that, we start listening for response from the server right here. If there is some sort of error, we inject into the DOM an error message. Else, if upload is successful, we display a success message. Pretty simple, right? Okay, let's jump into the code right now. We are going to add the picture to our FormData object, which we are going to send. So, here is our variable. It's going to be const photo. It's equal to document dot selector dot files 0. This actually references the first and only element of our file input field. Now, over here, we need to specify the ID of that field, which we find here in our component, our form component to be more precise, and it's right here. It's called picture, so we will add it right here. So the ID is picture. Now that we have our photo variable, we're going to append it to the form data using the append method. So it's going to be form data.append photo. This is a key value pair. That's how you append stuff to form data object. And now we're good to go. The front-end AJAX part of our application is done because our form is now capable to get the file specified by the user in the input file field with ID picture and send it back to our server. In the next video, we're going to see how we handle that file once it reaches our server. If you don't want to miss that, subscribe to the channel and give us a like to make our cat really happy. Thanks for watching.